What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Zoe here if you're new, and today I'm back with another video, and obviously I'm jumping right into it. If you guys clicked on this video, you want to see me try to do my box braids for the first time. So I have done a protective style on myself once before, and it was butterfly locks. I didn't film it, so if you guys want a tutorial on that, let me know. But today is going to be my first time ever doing my own box braids. So I'm starting off parting my hair, and I'm not the best at parting the back of my hair. So I did ask my sister to come in and help me out a little bit. She is basically, we're just parting the hair and then just braiding the sections just to keep them separated from each other so that the braiding process comes out a little bit easier. We put about 14 braids in my hair, and my style inspiration was from SAWEETIE. So I'll insert a picture, and I know y'all see that angel number in the back, 111. Hey, spirit guides. But anyways, so I did about 14 braids into my hair, and I'm basically just starting off the process doing that. I did want to preface this by saying that this is a semi-tutorial, but because it is my first time, I don't want you guys to take everything that I am saying for face value. I know there's probably so much more that I can learn in the process of braiding hair, and I'm definitely open to any tips or suggestions that you guys have if you are watching this video and you know a different method. And I am also going to link the girl who I got inspired from and learned from down below. And I'm also including this clip of me messing up a little bit just to let you guys know that this is a learning process. Again, this was my very first time doing this. And if you guys are, inspired to try to do your own box braids, don't beat yourself up. It's a process, babe. Keep going. Okay, you're going to be all right, and you're going to end up learning.
Of course, I lose my ability to do it as soon as I start recording.
So let's actually get into it though. So I ended up using this, I don't know if it's Rasta Free hair or if it's Afriel hair. I don't know what the actual brand is, but I did use some Kankalon hair in the shades 4 and 6. I used a total of about, I want to say, 4 packs of hair to do this style. You're definitely going to need some type of eco styler or edge gel to complete this process. And then this is basically me explaining how many strands of hair you're going to need for each braid. So I do have one larger strand, which is going to be the strand that I use to start the braid. And then you're going to need 4 of these smaller strands, and these are going to be the pieces to feed into the hair. You're going to be using 2 of the smaller strands towards the top of the braid, and then once you get down towards the middle and it starts thinning out again, that's when you're going to use the other 2 strands to continue to feed it in, especially if you want your braids to be long. So to start off, you are going to take the piece of hair, and you're going to take some Eco Styler gel or any type of edge gel that you have and put it all around the perimeter of the hair. This is just going to help it look a little bit more tight and neat. Again, this is my first time ever doing box braids, so they are not the tightest box braids in the world when it comes to my roots. Again, a learning process. Hopefully I'll learn how to grip my hair a little bit better. And make my braids a little bit tighter, but for the time being, it's perfectly fine. Also, make sure to take your edges out of the front strands of your hair specifically, just because you don't want your edges to be tugged into the braid, because that's actually pretty painful. I've had it happen before. And also, if you want to lay your edges, you don't want to have to dig through the braid, potentially mess it up in order to get your edges out. So just try to take them out before. And then you're going to split your hair into 3 strands as if you are about to do a regular braid on your own hair. The strands don't have to be perfectly parted. Don't worry about that. And then, yeah, so now it is time to add the extended piece of hair. And the way that I did this was I basically took the thicker piece of hair, and on one side of it, you're going to split it in half. It's going to be okay if one of the strands is thicker than the other 2. It'll end up evening out, especially when you add in the feed-in hair. But you're basically just going to take the strand of hair and split one side into 2. Then you're going to take the 3 strands of hair that you now have, and you're going to align it up with your 3 strands of hair that you just split in half. So just match up 1 strand of hair with 1 strand of the extended hair. And try to get it as tight and as neat as possible. Try to have no like stray hairs hanging out. Try to get it as close to your roots as possible as well, just so you have a tight grip when you start the braid. Now, when you get all 3 strands secured, you're going to take the strand that is on the farthest side of the 2 that you split in half. So you know how you had it split in half, and then you had the 2 on one side and the 1 on the other. You're going to take the farthest to the end strand of the one that you split in half, and that is going to be the one to start your braid. I don't know the logic behind it. Ask the girl who did the video. That's just how she started it, and I mean, me doing it, it felt pretty secure. So you're going to take the farthest strand on the end, and then you're going to just start the braid and braid the hair like you normally would with a regular braid, and try to get the top part as tight as possible, again, because you want these to last. And then I'm about to teach you how to do the feed-in portion of the braid. For the feed-in process, you're going to have 2 strands on the side. You're going to keep the 1 strand that you had, the one that's on the farthest end, you're going to keep that one blank, and you're going to add a small strand of hair to the 2 on the inner side. So 1 to the middle and 1 on the end. Whichever side you did not add the piece of hair to, that is going to be the strand that you're going to wrap around first to help secure the 2 strands into each other. Also, it does help to have some gel on the side to grab to help, make the hair a little bit more slippery for the braiding process. So you can just get a better grip on it, and it's not as hard to keep the strands together. And this is again going to be me showing you how to feed in the hair. So we already feed it in one piece, and I braided the hair down enough to the point where one of the strands that did not get an extra piece of hair is now on the side closest to my face. Again, you're going to add the piece of hair to 2 of the strands, 1 in the middle and then the one that's closest to my face. And then you're going to take the strand that did not get the hair on the farthest left-hand side, and you're going to use that to secure it into each other. So essentially, you're taking the piece that doesn't have the hair and putting it in the middle of the 2 pieces that did get the extended hair to help lock it in. I hope that made sense. I really don't know any other way to explain it besides visually seeing it. I would suggest if you did not get it, run that clip back. I try to keep it as slow as possible so that y'all could see what my hands are doing. From that point on, you're just going to go and braid the hair down as if it's just a regular braid, which you guys will see me do in a second. Okay, and I slowed it down one more time. This is where you are in the middle of the braid and you feel the hair starting to thin out a little bit. That's when you're going to want to add another piece of the feed-in hair. So it's starting to thin out a little bit, and you're going to do the same concept that you did on the top of the hair to the bottom. You're going to add in the extended hair to the piece that's closest to your face in the middle piece. Then you're going to take the outer piece and tie that over so that it's now in the middle, and it's going to lock in the extended piece of hair that you just used. Again, pro tip, keep using gel. I used a bunch of gel on the hair while I was braiding it down. It just made the braiding process so much easier because the hair can get a little bit knotted. It gets tangled into each other super easy. So definitely keep using the gel to keep it as clean as possible. And then you're going to finish off the braid. The braid was super long, so at one point I put the braid in my mouth in order to finish off the braid. You're going to see that in a second. And yeah, and that is basically how I did my box braids.
I don't know if it's gonna.
And that, you guys, was a mini mental crisis because every time I do my braids, I never know if I'm actually going to end up liking them, but I do, and they're super cute. So if you guys even feel like you don't like them, I promise you they'll grow on you. So this is another just slowed down, not as slowed down, but a slowed down clip again, just to give you guys another visual of me doing the braid. This one's a little bit faster than the other one, but the same concept. So I am still going to explain it just a little bit. Again, all you're going to do, split it into 3, split the extended hair into 3, line up the hair with your parted hair. Start with the strand that's farthest away from your face to start off the braid, and then braid it down a few times, probably like 4 or 5 times. And then you're going to add in the extended hair, add the extended hair to the middle strand and the strand that's closest to your face. Again, take the strand that's farthest away from your face and use that to start the braid over again when you have the extended hair in, and just braid down, and that's how you do it. So enjoy these clips of it being a little bit slowed down, and then after this it is going to speed back up, just so you know we can, because it gets repetitive, and I will talk to you guys at the end of the video when I have the final product. Come back in because I don't think I talked about it at the end of the video, but once I was completely finished with all of my braids, I did dip my hair into boiling water as well as put foam on the top part of my roots to keep those slicked down as well. Those are both 2 essential steps when it comes to your braids. If you're not used to doing your own box braids, dipping them just makes the hair more flexible and less stiff, and really locks in the hair, makes it pretty the actual braid pretty neat. So make sure that you dip it with boiling water. Be careful, it does get super hot. Have a towel on hand or have somebody else help you do it so you don't burn yourself, because I've definitely done that. It's not fun. So yeah, I just did want to talk about that before I get to the end part of the video, because I don't think I talked about it in the outro.
I did want to come on here and show you guys the final result. This is how they came out. I have exactly 14 braids in my hair. There are a few parts that are a little messed up, like, you know, like right here, the wraparound is little. I don't know how that happens. For the most part, I think I did a pretty good job for my first time ever doing box braids by myself. I am going to link the video of the girl who I basically learned from down below. This was not really a tutorial at all. It was more or less just like me showing you guys my first time doing them. I have some puka shells to add to it, but they're a little hard to add to my hair, so I only really added this one. I'm probably gonna go to the store tomorrow and get some clear beads to put at the end so they actually look like SAWEETIE's version of them. I'm not doing anything. I hope I was able to show you. I don't really know what y'all are seeing. And they do come all the way down to my butt right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos of me like braiding hair or trying different braiding styles, definitely let me know. This was definitely, you know, a first new experience for me, but I'm super glad that I tried it out myself. I have similar box braids to these. At one point my sister ended up doing them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time your girl uploads a video, and yes, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.